Hey, amazing fans! Welcome to another relaxing moment with VIVA'S stories. Before we dive into the drama, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support means the world to us. Now, grab a seat, sit back, relax, and let's journey into the story together. Kendra adjusted the lace wig in the cracked mirror behind Club Indigo's bar. She was tired of the groping hands, fake smiles, and promises whispered with whiskey breath. Lagos was a city that swallowed girls like her whole. But tonight her life was about to shift. A woman in a white silk blouse and oversized black glasses walked into the club, not the type you'd expect at a place like this. She didn't order a drink. Instead, she watched Kendra dance like someone taking notes. After her set, the woman approached. "You move like you've never been seen," she said. Kendra narrowed her eyes. "You some kind of scout? I don't do porn." The woman laughed softly. "Nothing that low. What if I told you there's 5 million naira in this for you? Just to seduce a man." Kendra blinked. 5 million? To do what exactly? Get close to him. Make him fall. You don't even have to sleep with him, just get him compromised. "And who is this man?" The woman's lips curved into a knowing smile. "Pastor Theodore Dyke." Theo. Kendra's face stiffened. The name rang like thunder. She remembered that name from the billboards, the man who packed stadiums without a choir. The man whose sermons made even sinners feel seen. "Why me?" she asked. "Because you're the perfect temptation, broken, beautiful, and invisible." The woman slid a phone across the table. On screen was a picture of Pastor Theo, walking into a prayer tent. "All you have to do is get into his world. You do that, and the money's yours." Kendra hesitated. She had rules. But rules didn't feed you. Rules didn't pay rent. Rules didn't erase the smell of desperation from your skin. "I'm in," she said quietly. "Good girl," the woman replied, sliding a black envelope across the table. "Your first installment. Get close to him. And whatever you do, don't fall for him." Kendra stood at the back of the Ark of Fire worship hall, dressed in a plain blouse and skirt. Gone were the lashes and heels. Today, she wore brokenness like perfume. That was the brief. Look vulnerable. Look lost. The choir's melody swelled as Pastor Theo took the mic, young, confident, charismatic. His voice boomed with authority but held a strange softness beneath it. "If you're here today and you're tired of pretending, come forward. This altar is open." Perfect. This was her moment. Kendra stepped forward slowly, tears welling in her eyes, not entirely fake. The church's warmth wrapped around her like a blanket she didn't know she missed. As she knelt, Pastor Theo placed his hand gently on her head. "You're carrying a burden you never asked for," he said softly. "And you've been paid to destroy me." Kendra's heart skipped. "What did you say?" she whispered. His voice never wavered. "You think I don't see the setup? But God sees pain before he sees schemes." Something inside her cracked. A tremble ran through her spine. He didn't push her down, yet she felt herself fall to her knees. "Leave her," Theo commanded, eyes closed. "She's not your puppet anymore." She looked up, confused. Who was he talking to? The crowd roared in prayer. But Kendra? She sat there, shaken, and not sure whose side she was really on anymore. The meeting place was more expensive than last time. A penthouse suite at Eco Hotel, overlooking the water. Beatrice Chukwuma, wife of the church's founding overseer and co-chair of the board, sipped champagne like a queen reviewing her court. "You've made progress," she said, tapping her manicured nails on a glass table. "You got into his prayer circle." Kendra, still rattled by Theo's prophetic words, crossed her arms. "What if he's not the monster you think he is?" Beatrice's eyes turned cold. "Oh honey, this isn't about what I think. It's about what he's about to do. He wants to expose my husband's embezzlement. He's gaining power. Too much power." Kendra flinched. "So I'm just a bomb you plant in his life and walk away?" Beatrice leaned forward. "No dear. You're the storm that drowns him. Don't grow a conscience now." Kendra swallowed hard. Beatrice threw her a tablet. On the screen, financial files. Audio clips. Her own mother's name. Why is my mom on here? She whispered. Beatrice's face changed. You didn't know, did you? Your mother sang in Theo's father's church. She died under complicated circumstances. What are you saying? I'm saying this is bigger than money, darling. You're avenging your bloodline. Kendra left the suite with shaking hands. Seducing Theo had just become personal. Kendra sat on her hostel bed, tears silently falling. She'd found an old newspaper clipping online. A small article. Barely a mention. Church chorister dies in accidental fall during choir practice. No investigation. No photos. Just silence. Her mother's name was there. She remembered the day she was pulled out of school. The closed casket. The way no one talked about what happened. And now here she was, about to destroy the son of the man who might have killed her mother. The next day, Kendra sat in Theo's office during a new convert mentorship session. You've seen pain, he said gently. But you hide it well. She blinked. Is that what you see? Pain? Theo nodded. And fire. The kind that can burn a man or purify a soul. Kendra smiled bitterly. Which one do you want me to be? Theo stared at her, eyes searching. I just want the truth. She stood to leave, her voice shaking. You'll get the truth. But you won't like it. Outside, she called Beatrice. I'll finish the job, she whispered. But now I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it for my mother. Chapter 5. The Temptation Night. A week later, the perfect opportunity came. Theo's assistant asked Kendra to deliver prayer handbooks to his private residence. She arrived just as rain began to fall. Theo opened the door shirtless, wiping sweat from his brow. Generators down, he said, surprised to see her. Come in before the rain soaks you. Inside, the house was quiet, candlelit. Human. You live like a monk, she teased, placing the books on the table. I live like a man who's afraid of comfort, Theo said. Kendra raised a brow. Why? Because comfort breeds compromise. Their eyes met. For a long second, neither looked away. Why are you really here, Kendra? He asked. She took a step closer. Maybe I'm tired of pretending to be strong. His breathing slowed. His voice dropped. You're playing with fire. I thought you said fire can purify. Silence. She placed her palm on his chest. He froze, then gently took her hand off him. I can't, he whispered. I won't. Kendra turned away, humiliated. I thought so. As she walked toward the door, Theo spoke again. But I'm praying for you, Kendra. Even if you came to ruin me. She didn't respond. But as the door closed behind her, her heart pounded with something she didn't expect. Conviction. The dream felt too vivid to be fake. Kendra stood waist-deep in a river. The sky was gray, and whispers filled the wind. Her clothes clung to her body, soaked and heavy, like shame. From the fog, Pastor Theo appeared, clothed in white, his eyes glowing. I didn't come to judge you, he said, reaching for her hand. I came to wash you clean. Then he dipped her beneath the water, and for the first time in years, she felt weightless. She gasped awake, clutching her chest. It was 3:17 a.m. Her room was quiet, her phone buzzing from a message. Beatrice, you've been quiet. Are you getting cold feet? She ignored it. Something had shifted. That dream wasn't just about Theo, it was about her. The guilt. The pain. The fake layers she wore to survive. Later that day, she showed up at Beatrice's office. Beatrice poured wine without looking up. So? Do we have him? Kendra stared at her. I'm done. Beatrice blinked. Excuse me? I can't do it. I can't be your puppet anymore. Beatrice chuckled. Sweetheart, I own you. Your past. Your secrets. The club footage. The abortion clinic receipts. Should I go on? Kendra's heart pounded. You leak those things, I'll take you down with me, she said, trying to sound braver than she felt. Beatrice's smile faded. Try me. That night, Kendra packed a bag. She didn't know where she was going, but she knew she couldn't stay here anymore. The line had been crossed. She wasn't just trying to destroy Theo. She was losing herself. The internet exploded on Monday morning. Kendra's face. Theo's voice. Moaning. Whispers. Heavy breathing. Bedroom setting. The scandalous video labeled, "Pastor caught in hotel with church girl." It racked up 300K views in hours. Kendra nearly vomited when she saw it. It wasn't real. Yes, it was her face, cropped from her old Instagram reels. Yes, it was Theo's voice, lifted from sermons. But the rest? Deep fake editing. Sleazy digital fabrication. She called Theo. Straight to voicemail. Church blogs were on fire. Headlines screamed, "Holiness or horniness?" Pastor Theo exposed. Beatrice had gone nuclear. Kendra raced to Theo's home, but he didn't answer. Instead, she was met with a church board member. "Pastor Theo has been placed on indefinite suspension pending investigation," he said. "He requests privacy." "He didn't even do anything." Kendra cried. The man's eyes narrowed. "And how would you know that?" Kendra's voice broke. "Because I was the setup." Back at Club Indigo, the lights felt harsher. The music colder. Kendra danced like she was trying to forget herself. The audience cheered, but her soul was numb. Then she saw him. Pastor Theo. Sitting alone at the front table. No security. No entourage. Just him. She froze. Theo said nothing. Just watched. Unjudging. Kendra stormed off stage, dragging her robe behind her. "What are you doing here?" she demanded backstage. "I told you. I'd wait for you to come home." "I don't have a home, Theo." "Yes, you do." God's arms never closed. Her lip trembled. "Why aren't you angry?" "I am," he said. "But not at you. At the system that turned you into a weapon." She sank to the floor. "I was trying to protect myself." "I know," he whispered. "Now let me help you heal." Kendra broke. For real this time. The sobs weren't from shame, but from relief. The church was packed. Kendra stepped onto the altar in a plain gown. No makeup, no lashes, no persona. Just her. "Some of you know me as the girl from the video. I'm here to tell you the truth." Whispers buzzed. "I was paid to seduce Pastor Theo. Paid by someone in this church. But he never fell. I did. Guess. I fell into grace. Into truth. And into a war I didn't understand." Pastor Theo walked in quietly. The congregation turned. "I forgive her," he said calmly. "I knew the devil would come for my name. But God already secured my future." A few church elders approached the stage. One handed Theo a folder, evidence from a digital analyst proving the video was doctored. Another handed him reinstatement papers. Theo took the mic. "But first, I have something else to do." He turned to Kendra. "It's time to leave shame behind. Will you allow me to baptize you?" She covered her face and nodded. The baptism pool shimmered in the morning light. Kendra stood waist deep in the water, white robe floating gently. Her heart raced, but it was peace this time, not fear. Theo stood beside her, his voice steady. "Kendra Obiora, do you renounce your past and embrace the new life Christ offers?" Tears flowed. "Yes. With all of me." He dipped her gently. Water covered her shame, her scars, her schemes. When she rose, the church erupted in applause. But Kendra didn't hear them. She felt something inside her break and rebuild. Later, in a quiet corner of the church, she hugged Theo. "I came to destroy you," she whispered. "But I found myself." He smiled. "You didn't destroy me. You reminded me who I really serve." Months later, Kendra opened a women's shelter for exploited girls. Theo resumed preaching, but now with a fire shaped by pain and redemption. And as for Beatrice? She disappeared after an anonymous letter and files reached EFCC headquarters. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell for newly created content.